Hey guys, this is going to be a video about the highlights of what I've done this year in collecting and what I've accomplished in a short time, really. Most of you didn't know that, those of you that have watched all my videos throughout the year, when I did my first video, it was a Video Games Monthly unboxing. I didn't even have a game room. I unboxed in our front room on our couch. And that kind of just started. My game room was just a little corner over, I used the front room TV at the time. I had a little corner of just a small little shelf of games. That's all I had. I had about 100 to 150 games. So, daughter moved out of this room early this year, and I decided not to let the room go to waste. Let's make a game room. And as soon as the season started, I got on Facebook, Mercari, yard sales, eBay, anything I could find, trying to buy deals, trying to get whatever I could. Did Video Games Monthly, did Retro Game Treasure, which, by the way, I've got, I think, 3 more months left, and I'm probably going to get rid of Retro Game Treasure. Not finding their service. I like their online part, how you do their games, but the games they send, I'm just with. So I'm gonna get rid of that up in the upcoming year. Video Game Monthly, I'm gonna take it down to 5 games and shrink down what I'm getting, trying to get different more games in the certain areas. And I'm also gonna try a new service. We're gonna try Retro Rec Room. Just signed up for it yesterday. So we'll see what happens. I'll start that beginning of January. It's a different type of service. And this video is going to be me showing you different highlights of my year, my accomplishments in video game collecting, what I thought I did a good job of. So sit back, enjoy, and don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe, and we'll show you all kinds of new stuff, or not new stuff, but all kinds of stuff I've gotten over the years. Alright, here's the first part of the highlight that I first decided to do this year. I really loved the 64. It was really my first console that I really dove into in my teen years. I guess not teen, I guess it came out right when I got out of high school, but early adulthood, whatever. So I dove into the 64 collection. It took me 6 months to go through and buy a complete loose set of 64. I from January 1st to about middle of June, I worked at just getting these games. I went to every shop, every trade. I was buying every deal I could find. Buy 3, get 2, get this. Tried to do anything I could. The only thing I couldn't find was the high 5. Ended up buying them on eBay using trade dollars and stuff I'd done. Also overtime I'd worked at work. But yeah, I've got a complete set of everything. Even got Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut. So still got the Blockbuster label on the back. I'm not going to take it off. Kind of, leaves the authenticity of it. Got Bomberman Second Attack. Got Stunt Racer and Super Bowling down here on the bottom that you can't see. There's a third shelf down here. Got Worms Armageddon down here on the bottom. I leave the high dollar fives stand out. Got about 105 to 110, I haven't counted in a while, actual boxes. Some have manuals, some don't. I got a pile of manuals over there. You've probably seen the new game room tour that I got for these other games, looking for the boxes. I'm either buying manuals or boxes all the time, so hey, that's what it is. Got my little tiny Japanese 64 collection going. Just started that about 2 months ago, so. But I'm getting proud of these. You know, some of them I paid higher for than others. Some of them not so much. But it's not a bad start. I'll get them all done one of these days. Alright guys, I figured I'd show you this here. This is what I'm working on next. This is my GameCube collection. I have 127 games. I will get any of them. I prefer them to have the manual, but I will take them as long as they have the case. But yeah, kind of an accomplishment I thought this year. I think I started the year maybe with 10 GameCube games. I'm up to 127. I got one up top that's sealed, the Batman Rise of the Senshu with the lithogram in it. I'm probably never going to open it. I'm actually still looking for a loose copy for a play. Something like that. Once you open it, the lithogram part of it, the value drops. So, got that. But I figured I'd show you this. This is something I'm proud of and what I'm going to start next. You know, getting that complete GameCube collection was an achievement. So, thank you. Alright, now in this video I'm going to showcase some of my prizes that I found this year. Did the pre-order, got my Spider-Man PS4 Pro. Love red, like Spider-Man a lot, so I was happy to get a red system. Over here, you can see it. Really digging the Smash Brothers game. I ordered the Smash Brothers Switch. Got it back on day one. Up here, this is my pride and joy for my 64 collection, as I love red so much. Got a Watermelon 64 with a matching Watermelon controller. I can find a box one of these days. I'll enjoy that even more. So, yeah, figured I'd show those off. I was really excited to get those this year. Like I said, this is just a highlight video. So, I'm going to show off a few more boxes, show a few more things, and it's just going to be a short little highlight of what I enjoyed collecting this year and what I thought was a great year for me collecting. Alright guys, in this part of the video I'm going to highlight some of my bigger games and stuff that I collected and tell some stories behind some of how I got it, because I know I didn't start showing purchases until I think July of this year, even though I was really heavily into collecting way before that, because I actually completed the 64 collection before I even started filming pickups. Didn't really know how to go about that. Didn't even have an editing software on my phone, which I'm still using my phone as right now to do videos. I do plan on next year buying a some type of camera, but we'll get into that later. Beginning of the year, I didn't have any NES tapes. Saw a Facebook ad. A guy had a Nintendo. I think he had like 80 games, and he was selling the whole thing for $400. And I was intrigued. Didn't have anything, so I started looking through through what he had, everything. And a couple of the rare games he had in there were, he had all three of the Double Dragons. Couldn't pass up on those. He had two of the Mega Mans. He had Mega Man 6 and Mega Man 2, I think it was, that I picked up with his lot. Yeah, this one right here. But after I picked up those two games, it also had, for the most expensive NES game I got right now is Battletoads Double Dragon, which was a nice pickup. And it had a beat-up copy that I still haven't replaced of Castlevania 2. Not one of my favorite Castlevania games, but hey, it was there. Of course, he had Super C. I think it had like 2 copies of Contra, 2 copies of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which I know I sold about 4 or 5 games back out of there that I had duplicates of immediately. I think I recuperated $100 out of the $400. But like I said, that was a major score among itself. I don't remember all 80 games. I ain't gonna go through them because A lot of the titles weren't nothing. Then, through time, through other things, I picked, oh, yeah, none of those, but anyways, I picked up, throughout the year, picked up different ways. A lot of these were through the GameCon stores or other sales. Something near and dear to my heart was Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden 2. Been trying to find 3 for a decent price, but that game, as y'all know, is astronomical. Picked up a really nice in-box complete copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As y'all know, I'm a big turtle lover. Also found 2 and 3 sometime during the year, don't remember when. I picked this up, Marble Madness, one of my favorite NES games. I love this game. Picked it up complete, same time I picked up the Turtles complete. I remember I got those at Game Trader too. I remember picking this up there too, King's Quest V. I love the King's Quest series. Oh yes, I got the security protection. Batman Return of the Joker. I picked this up as a buy 2 get 1 free deal at V-Stock one time. Castlevania 1 and 2. I picked them up at GameCon. Don't even remember picking up Battletoads. Honestly, when I was going through my games, I saw it and I didn't even know I owned Battletoads, so. Game's so hard, I don't even want to play it. Throughout the year, I also completed the Mega Man. I got Mega Man 3, Mega Man 5. I already showed you 2 and 6. I got really early. Do this. I got a complete in box. It's a little rough around the corners, but it is complete. Box Mega Man 4. I know Price Charting has it around 90. I think I paid 40 for it. Yeah, I paid 40 for it. And this I bought this and bought my Sega Saturn with the Action Replay. Had a game with it and 2 controllers, which is even a Model 1 Saturn. I paid $90 for this and that. And I think I drove for over an hour just to pick it up, but I was excited to get it. I'll tell you the story about this later when I picked this up, but picked up Donkey Kong Classics when I picked up my first huge Nintendo 64 score. But we'll go into that more in detail in the in that topic. Just picked this up at Christmas. Not Christmas, but Black Friday. Back in Indiana. Contra Force. Picked it up for $20. That was a steal. And the last 2 of the NES was I picked up a complete copy of Super Dodgeball. Another great game. One of my all-time favorite games for the NES. If you guys ever get a chance to play it, play it. And we got Rampage. And as y'all probably know that watched the thing, can't read it any closer, but right there it's autographed by the creator of Rampage. Yeah, let my wife move it in closer. Autographed by the creator. And not only did I get the box art autographed, we got pictures of us doing that with him. I also got the game itself autographed, so that was cool. Meet him, talk to him. I bought this at a booth just next to where he was. Bought this, then turned around and walked straight over to his booth and got him to autograph it, which that was a treat. Alright. I'll cut away, come back, we'll do 64 and Super Nintendo. Alright guys, now we're going to talk about the Super and the 64. I promise I got a story with the 64, so. Really, there's not much to say about the Super. I'm just going to showcase some of my favorite games I've collected this year. Again, I didn't have any Super. I'd sold my complete collection years ago, so. Well, not complete, but my collection that I had. Huge one. Got Super Mario Kart. Really, really nice mint box. Picked this up in Indiana. It's a nice copy. I think I bought this one online. I'm not sure. I can't remember at the time. I think I paid for it off eBay, and I probably paid probably what it was worth, because Mario RPG is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. I know I didn't buy this online. I bought this somewhere. And probably a good question where I bought it, because I have no idea. But I got Doom Complete. And I mean, it's got a sticker on the side of it, but I think I bought the game, bought the box separately, because the sticker says $3.95. Has a trading game, so I might have bought the box of trading games and just stuck my copy in there. But whatever, I got a complete copy of Doom for the Super. I love that. Now this, I do know I bought this online. I searched long and hard for it. A really, really mint copy of Cool Spot. Cool Spot's one of my favorite platforming games for the Super Nintendo. I thought it was fun. Love the bonus levels, like the character animation. Just thought it was an all-around fun game. Now, this game here, Boogerman. This box is near mint. Near mint. The game itself is in excellent condition. The manual is in excellent condition. I bought the game and manual from a guy here in Missouri. I've bought off of him several times. But the box, I ordered that offline. Guy was selling the box only. It went for like $35. And I only paid $40 for the game and manual. So altogether I have like $75 into this game. And the game's worth, like, I think last I saw, it was around $150 to $170. So all in all, I think I've done a really good job of how I put that together. You guys never played Boogerman? It's a really, really weird game. It's a kind of an oddball, so I'd check it out if I was you. Now we'll get to the 64. The 64 has a lot more interesting stories. I'll start these. Back last year in February, I do remember when it was, got a hold of a guy on Facebook. He was selling a huge 64 lot. He had a 64, and he had, I think it was probably like 50 or 60 games he was selling with it. And since the 64 was what I thought, hey, we'll go for it first. It's a small set. We'll see how long it takes me to collect it if I try hard to do it. Well, I contact the guy, and he's like, well, I got stuff on that is not listed that I am going to sell too. I started asking him, and he said that he had a complete in-box Conker's Bad Fur Day. Now, the box is a little rough. It's got ridges there, ridges on one side, and I can't get this side here flat no matter how much I try to iron it like you're supposed to. So, I was happy. I think I paid 60 or 70 extra for this out of a set. But he did, in this set was a really, really mint copy of Mario Kart 64. And I forget all the games, but I mean, he had tons of games, like Mario Party, Mario Party 3. I can't even remember all the games. I mean, here it is, December, and I can barely remember getting those. But kind of wanted to tell you guys a story about that. But all in all, I went up there. I spent $900 when I was up there, and I came back with like 4 huge boxes of games. I really wish I could have done a video back then, but I really didn't know about the pickup video. I didn't know about editing. Didn't know this, that. So I missed an opportunity there, and I'm sorry that I didn't understand that process yet. But hey, I learned. But another great thing that I picked up there, and I'll show you in a picture here, is the Ankia receiver that I use. I ain't going to disconnect it and show it to you here, but I'll take a picture of it. And it's the same receiver that you see Metal Jesus use on when he did his last game room tour. Talking about his upgrade. It's got 8 HDMI ports, so you can hook up multiple consoles to it. It hooks up to the surround sound system. I think I paid $40 for the speakers for that. It does its job in this little room, but that thing goes for I think it's $450 to $500 on Amazon. I found it up there. We were waiting on this guy. We gotten up there a little early. We were waiting for him to meet us. Went to a Goodwill. They had just wheeled it out. They had a $100 price tag on it. I asked them to plug it in because we were 2 hours away from where we lived. It turned on. It has remotes. I've yet to figure out how to get the remotes to work on it. That's the one downside. But hey, for what it's worth, I use it. I plug in all my stuff. It all has stereo surround on it. I love it for the HDMI capability because I have 4 HDMI on my TV, and now that gives me 8. So that gives me what? That ties in 1. So I got 3 free on the TV, and that's wrong. This is the other TV. So I got 2 free on this TV, 8 up there. So that gives me a total of 10 HDMI outputs. That's not bad. I'll show you off some of the other games. GoldenEye Complete. Bought that this year. Paid $25 for this on eBay. It was a misprinted item. Bought me Resident Evil 2 Complete. The box has seen some better days, but still, a box is a box. As long as it looks good on the shelf, because I display them like this, I'm happy. Wanted to show this because I really like the price tag that's on here. There's a price tag up here for $7.99. I bought this last Christmas, right before while we were still in Indiana. So I guess it's last year, but I didn't buy this at Christmas. I bought this at Memorial Day, back when we went back for my daughter's open house for her graduation from high school. That's right. I bought this over in Indiana, a store called Disc Replay. $7.99. It was complete. I bought this and Excitebike 64. Both of them were $7.99. I was just like, wow, that's a good deal for a complete Perfect Dark game. Okay, I'll show this off. Gauntlet Legends. There's a story behind this. Almost didn't get this. I paid for this off eBay. Wanted it at an auction. The guy marked that it was shipped. Promised me it was going out. He went on a business trip, and his wife was supposed to mail these packages that he was supposed to have sent out. Almost a month goes by. The guy would not contact me, would not do nothing. eBay was hassling around with me. Finally, all of a sudden, the guy contacts me and goes, "Oh, I just got back from my business trip. My wife was supposed to mail the stuff and hasn't mailed it." And then I asked this, okay, is it going out? What's going on? Is there a tracking number? Still, because the tracking number got so old, it never tracked, never did nothing. One day we were just about ready to give up on this because I really liked this game. I was really wanting to get it complete. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just showed up. And I was like, okay, got me Gauntlet Legends. Alright, Zelda Ocarina of Time, the Collector's Edition. The neat story behind this is, didn't have the game yet. I had a manual for it. The manual actually came with all that stuff that guy bought when I bought all my 64 games. But the manual itself, I'd collected. Then I got the box. I went to an estate sale and somebody had a tub of Nintendo stuff and all this. I was buying all the Nintendo stuff. Well, right next to it was this box. No game, no manual, just the box. So I quickly threw it in the tub and just kind of added it with it. And, the lady didn't care, and she goes, just a piece of cardboard. I goes, we would have just thrown it away. Like, oh. So I got the box for just for purchasing the Nintendo that I ended up selling. Got the manual, and then I ended up finding a game, I think a flea market or yard sale or something. So all in all, I might have $20 invested in this game and all of this. So that was a good deal. Alright, we'll cut back and I'll go through the last few sections of games and be done with the video. Alright, we're going to go over a few of these last systems and we'll call this video quits. I know it's probably dragging on a little long. Mutant Football League. Bought the digital download last year, then bought the physical this year. Loved them both. Decided to pick up the OG one. So, bought this down at Trading Games. Got a great deal on it. I was happy. After playing the Super Nintendo version, I figured I'd find the Sega Genesis version. I don't remember if I bought this online or found it somewhere. But it's a Sega Genesis game. What interested me was it had the mature adult label on it. Why the Super Nintendo doesn't have. So I was wondering what the difference was, and there is none. This just came out later. So, bought Boogerman. Showing you a picture of a Sega Genesis I bought. Complete. It was really nice. Has all the trimmings, all the wrappings. You see it in the game tour. It's like it's never been played. Well, when I bought that, I also bought, the guy had Cool Spot. This game, the game's not in there. I don't keep my games in my Genesis cases. I'm out of room. It's down the shelf. But the game, it looks like it's never been played, never been touched. When I said that this is one of my favorite games, the guy goes, oh, I never played that. And as I looked at him, I opened up the Sega Genesis. It didn't even look like you played the system. He said, oh, no, every time I played it, I wrapped it back up, put it in the plastic. So I was like, okay. I can almost say that the system's never been played because the way you had it. But it is what it is. Alright. Now we'll go through these. I'm trying to remember the timeline. For some reason, I think it was the end of the last year. My wife was arguing, saying it was this year. So I bought me an original Xbox because I wanted to play some of the old school Xbox games. And I saw an ad on Facebook. I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember exactly when I bought it, but I remember it was right when I started collecting. It had 60 to 70 games in the bundle. Had an Xbox, 2 controllers, old school DVD remote. The lady sold it to me for $68. Now, you gotta realize, at the time, I owned an Xbox back in the day for less than 6 months. So, I never really got into the Xbox scene. I was more of a 360, left out the Xbox, so... excuse me. I got this home and I started going through it and I started using price charting. I'm like, what are these games? And honestly, I had never even heard of some of these games. So I was like, okay, what are these? And as I'm going through it, I was like, whoa, this game's worth a lot of money. What is it? First one I found was Panzer Dragon Orta. Complete. Remember, I paid $68, and I told you there was either 60 or 70, I don't remember how many, and it had the Xbox with it. So this was an awesome deal. Next game, I was like, whoa, another game worth a lot of money. What is this? Jet Set Radio Future. And it was complete. I was like, okay. Then the next one, I did know what this was, knowing about 64 and knowing about the history of it. I came across Conker's Live and Reloaded. I had actually seen this because she had all the games like this, and I saw this, and this was one that I was like, oh, that's worth half the price of what she's wanting anyways. And I got it home. It's complete. None of these games had scratches on them. They were all mint. I was so excited. And then another time, found another Facebook ad. A guy sold me another Conker's, the Conker's demo disc, and I think another 64 game I ended up trading away. But I only paid $18 for all three, and I ended up selling the other Conker's. Actually, I sold that to a buddy at work. Then, speaking of Xbox, I've also bought this, the Xbox Operation Genesis, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Got it complete. I got the case and manual through one eBay auction, then I got the disc only through another. And everything's mint, no scratches, no nothing on it. Paid $20 or $25 less than what price charting would have it priced at. So, like I said, anytime I can get low price charting, I try to pick up things. I picked up the Mario Party set. Picked up 3. I didn't pick up 6. I picked up 4, 5, and 7 from a guy down in south of here where I live in Missouri. Picked them up for $100. Picked up Mario Party 6 later. I think I picked that up either right before or right around Missouri Game Con. Picked this up over at Arch City. The guy had it marked for $25. I thought he was nuts when I saw that, so I was real excited to get that. Picked up Eternal Darkness at the Missouri Game Con. Don't even remember what I paid for it, but if you haven't played this game, it's an awesome game. I'm gonna do some type of review or something on that game later. Picked this up off Facebook. A guy was selling Metal Gear Twin Snakes. He sold it to me for $30. It was complete. Both discs were in excellent condition. I'm a huge Metal Gear fan, so real excited about getting that. And then the last I was going to show you a few of the PlayStation games that I was excited about picking up this year. Picked up Descent. Big hit. I was a big fan back on the PC for Descent. I have Descent 1, 2, and 3 still, an old school PC. Don't have a PC that plays it anymore, but I still got the disc. But love Descent. All 4 of these were picked up by the same seller off Facebook. And why I wanted to talk about these were they look mint. The discs have no scratches on them. It's like they've never been played. And so I was going to go over them. The Silent Hill that's in here, I mean, it's in perfect condition. I've looked at each disc. There's no scratches on any of them. They got Silent Hill. Guy sold me Resident Evil Director's Cut. Those of you watching my videos know. Huge Resident Evil fan. Got the original Resident Evil. I was so excited about that. Had the foam, everything. Disc is in mint condition. Even sold me Doom. I bought this from him not too long ago. This is the last thing I picked up. But whenever this guy sells anything, I mean, he sells it, it's always, I mean, like it's brand new. Like you just purchased it. Alright, I'm going to cut back away, clear the table off, and we'll do a closing video. Alright, now in closing, I guess I'll talk about the last parts. I'm not going to get this down, but we'll show a picture of it. My Resident Evil controller that I picked up just hours after GameCon was one of also my best finds this year. Got it for $30. I was amazed to find it. The only thing that was wrong with it is the little sticker on the top was missing. But other than that, great deal. But this here, honestly, was also a great purchase. As you see, box is near mint. Just a few flaws, but hey, I mean, as old as this is, get the hiccups. I picked this up off eBay, but only after I'd already picked up another one. I picked up one at a yard sale in October. The scope I had was in mint condition. It came with a few games, and the reader for it that you connect to the Super that you put up by the TV was yellowed. Well, I got to looking around, found this, and couldn't believe that the guy wanted, I think we paid $60, $65 for it, and he didn't even charge shipping. So, or maybe that was including shipping. All I know is we only paid like $60 for this. And that's including everything that was in it. And it comes with manual, plastic wrap, everything around it. It's complete. But we bought it, and then I sold the other one. So all in all, buying, selling, I think I might have $20, $25 in both of them that I paid for. I've almost got every Super Scope game. I think I'm missing 2, and those are ones that just play with where they have bonus features that use the scope. So that was a great deal. Threw a picture up of the Sega Genesis earlier. That was a great deal. Like I said, the guy never played it. Always put stuff back in the box. But all in all, everything in here I try to find at a great deal or a great steal. And that's how I did my collection this year. This year I worked really hard at starting a collection. I got it going. Next year I'm hoping to stay back and play a lot more than I did collecting, because honestly, working as many hours as I do a week, 50 to 70 hours, I don't get much time to play. Then spending a lot of time collecting, so I'm going to start playing more. I'm going to slow down the collecting this year. I'll still do some deals, some Facebook finds. Yard sale scene comes back. I'll, of course, go out, buy stuff, come back. I'll show you if I buy anything coming up this next yard sale season. But I don't plan on keeping as much this year. I plan on turning it, trying to make a profit, trying to make up for what I spent last year. As y'all pretty much know, you'll see the new game room tour that I'm putting out pretty much right after this video. I haven't really, really grown this game room. Yeah, there you go. Expanded this game room. That's good. I collected so fast that I added shelves once this year, and we ran out of room. We already had to put some stuff in storage. Not happy about that, but at least it's duplicate stuff or stuff that I know I'm not going to play or get into at this moment. So, hey, sorry you guys feel like I've been long-winded, but I had a lot to talk about. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Hope you guys keep watching these videos, and I'll keep making them. See you back again real soon.